Hello, guys. My name is Ahmed Ali for the Unscripted Talks here in DURB Radio. Today, I just want to give a recap of what happened during the weekend. Before I do that, we all know there was this quote unquote possible handshake between Raila Amolo Odinga and President William Ruto moments before he dissolved his cabinet. You know, where Raila Amolo Odinga was saying he was ready for a dialogue. Actually, that was when the IEBC proposed bill was being now signed into law, according to what they had discussed in the NADCO meetings. Remember, before the Gen Zs and millennials protests, there were protests before these that was championed by Azimio la Umoja One Kenya, with its leader being Raila Amolo Odinga. Now, you can see movements with leadership can easily be compromised. That is why when Raila was now compromised, automatically the whole system of protest and Azimio was compromised by having a committee dialogue. Then the reports were really gathering dust on the shelves until recently, when now the proposed amendments in the IEBC were now being signed into law just the other day, moments before William Ruto could dissolve his cabinet. Now, we could ask ourselves, was it that he dissolved the cabinet a cause of pressure from these protests, or a cause of the agreements that they had with Raila Amolo Odinga when he now came out and said they are now ready for a dialogue? And the Gen Zs and millions came out clearly and say, hey, we have no representation. So whatever thing you're saying about dialogue, I hope it's you. Stop saying we. Because dialogue, we are not engaging in dialogue. We don't need dialogue for action to be taken. We don't need dialogue for the constitution to be followed to the letter. We don't need dialogue for justice to be done. All we need is accountability. We have seen opulence of leaders like Kipchumba Murkomen with watches up to or close to 900,000, belts of 20 plus thousand, So we've seen that kind of opulence and extravagance, and we know the kind of life these people used to live before they were in government, and after they joined government, we know their salaries, which cannot actually support their lifestyle. Now, that is why the citizens felt like something was amiss here. Somebody was misappropriating funds. Somebody was embezzling funds, and there was a support system for them to do so. And also, another twist comes here. Immediately, Ruto dissolves his cabinet. It emerges allegations that they also went home with huge sums of money. We need accountability for that. Whatever they had embezzled, even if it is seizing their property so that it compensates on this other end, then that shall be done. You understand? Now, President Ruto is in a real fix because we also know the other day he was just very sure and very calm and collected, and saying that there was no massacre in Githurai 44. Now, the recent turnout of events, we saw bodies being pulled out of Quarry, that is in pipeline close to Mukuru Kwajenga. And actually, it was just a few meters to the Quarry police stations. And now we're being told now the acting IG, Jafet Kome resigned. The IG resigned after seeing what happened. He had no excuse for it, so he resigned. And also, allegations again are coming that it was pressure from the president for him to resign. Now, his deputy takes over as the IG, but in an acting capacity. What does he do first? He transfers all the policemen, the police officers in that Quarry police station, because he says that will compromise investigations. I mean, the NIS, the DCI, how long can it take you to realize or to know how those bodies got in there, because there was coordination, and clearly that is the work of the police. Because even some people who are arrested during the protests, their bodies were found there. You know, they are now coming and claiming some of those bags were not carrying human bodies, but were carrying, litter, and also, bodies of dead dogs. So it's quite interesting, and it's awful, by the way. It's so awful if a human being can be regarded as a dog. You know, do you think those people who are pulling those sacks out of that dump site, out of that quarry, they were so dumb to realize that these are human bodies that actually we are being told were badly mutilated? You know, so yesterday the Azimio la Umoja Fraternity and Leadership was in Kakamega. And right to his eyes, Raila Amolo Odinga, when Wajakoya spoke, when Eugene Wamalwa confirmed, I remember this incident when Wajakoya actually asked Eugene Wamalwa to stand and confirm to the people that they agreed they cannot be part of dialogue. Even if Raila Amolo Odinga decide dialogue is the way, they cannot be part of that team of dialogue. And he confirmed. James Orengo the same. Kalonzo Musyoka the same. And every leader who was there told Raila in his face, dialogue is not the way. We need to see justice done, and not only seen to be done, but actually have been done. You know, because how can people die? And up to date, it is so unfortunate. None of the governors in Nairobi, none of the MCA, the MP, every MP, senator has visited that site till date. The government has not given out a statement with regards to what has happened with the bodies that have been retrieved in Quarry. This is a non-remorseful regime. The least the president could have done is just come out clean and assure Kenyans something will be done. Because I truly know the NIS, if it's functioning as it should, they already have suspects who did that. That's why the other day Miguna was actually saying those who lost or can trace their relatives who most probably were part of the peaceful protests that were taking place should actually go and confirm the OB numbers, because that can bring the total numbers of complaints of missing persons that have been reported. They might just tally with the numbers of the bodies that are being collected from Quarry. And remember also, the day before yesterday, Miguna released a very, terrifying or a very revealing, some revelation with regards to the bodies that are, allegedly being burnt in Embakasi police station in containers, cremated. You understand? So some speedily investigation needs to be done, because we remember also there was this Shakahola massacre in Mombasa, you know, and up to date we only know of one person who was being convicted, that is Pastor Mackenzie. What about the rest? Because we cannot say it is by himself that he did uh, dismember and disalive and also buried all those bodies. That was a collective work. It was a collective teamwork, So, up to date, we cannot be a country driven by committees. Reports are being given, then they are gathering dust on the shelves. Action has to be taken. Action has to be taken. Yeah. And now, I don't know what the president will do because of these protests. are not ending anytime soon. The projection of most protests are 2 weeks. Yeah, for those who have studied this political science and all that, the maximum it goes is 2 weeks. But now see this one, it's a month, and still these protests are shaping. In fact, it is gonna be serious this Tuesday because people are so mad with what is currently happening. Why should someone be killed for actually participating in a rightful clause that is well enshrined in the Constitution? Why should someone be killed for practicing his freedom that is well stipulated in the Constitution? The freedom of picketing, the freedom to demonstrate, to express yourself. If you're dissatisfied with the regime, you come out and say it. What happened to humanity? So, it's a very interesting week. We want to see how the president will come out and handle these because, as for now, we know there is no cabinet. The PSS are the ones taking over and possibly advising the president on various things. So let us stay put and see what will unfold. So, guys, if you love content of this nature, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click on the notification button so anytime that we are live or we upload content of this nature, you'll be the very first person to be notified. Also, if you're watching from Facebook, kindly follow us. Make sure that you like, comment, and share our content so that we can go viral and get to educate more people. Now, on YouTube, we have this membership. You can click on the join button just below the video, whereby you can get, loyalty membership, platinum membership, or diamond membership. Now, there are various perks that comes up with each and every membership. You can get early access to live or private videos within the community, things that we want to discuss within the membership, and also we can give you an assurity as a platinum member. If you pay 3 months upfront, the monthly subscription, whether you're offering service or you are selling a product, you'll be eligible to advertise or give you presenter mention in every program or every video that we do, be it pre-recorded or live. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Kwa timba kali za Afrika, DURB Radio ndio mpango mzima.